I hope you will follow us for that marvelous adventure because we're going to hunt a white-tailed deer. My name is Martin Picard.
My name is Hugue Dufour.
My cooking can seem extreme. I don't want to shock or provoke. I want to show people food my way, no matter what. That's who I am, the Wild Chef. We're going hunting a white-tailed deer, my deer. But before we stopped at Peter McAuslan Brewery. So we will pick some beer because we will cook with it. We will have good recipe. I'm very happy. He's gonna make us a small visit, and also he's gonna give us the key of his country house because we're hunting there.
We're hunting there? I thought we were hunting deer.
Very happy to be here.
Look, I think it's a pleasure to have you guys here, you know.
What is the product that you use to do the beer?
You can see in front of us we have all of the cereal products that we use in the production of beer. So let's say if I was the brewer in the morning, when he mixes all the grains together, he starts with a lot of the pale malt. It's the principal malt that we use in the production of all our beers. But starting with that, each beer has its own recipe. We have a little bit of torrefied wheat, then we've got even a darker colored one, and this is called chocolate malt. Now, of course, just like any really well-made meal, you need balancing contrasts. And so we use these hops. They're quite bitter, but they're very aromatic.
That gives the bitter of to the beer.
That gives the bitterness. So once you have all this together, you create this sweet liquid, but the magic hasn't happened yet, and the magic is caused by this stuff. I don't know, this is our brewer's yeast. This stuff's live. You can see the foam. That's because the yeast is in there working away. Yeah, give it a taste, absolutely.
For my understanding, you know, it's like if, you know, that was the stock.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So we need stock to cook to make a sauce. And I will put...
would be the spices.
Yeah, that's a different ingredient, you know, and it will give that specific sauce.
Absolutely. At the beginning, Ellen would mix the yeast with her hands in a vessel like that. And she said you really would know when the yeast is happy because it's a living thing. It's very, very important.
Hélène.
She's the brewmaster here, and you know, she's both my wife and the brewmaster.
Are you a big hockey fan?
Yes.
We're very proud about our Canadian teams, you know, but we're not that proud about, you know, what we're eating when we go and see a game there. That's why we decide to do our own version of a hot dog. We've done some merguez, but instead using lamb, we put the deer and we had just a little bit of fat.
It's back fat from the pig.
Yeah, that's it. And after we soak it in beer for 1 hour and we let it dry for another 3 days after. And I think it's gonna make a difference.
Oh, they're delicious for sure.
We will serve it with pea soup, but we reduce it until we got that paste.
It's like a puree kind of texture.
Yeah, we have to put some olive oil. It gives moisture to the pea soup. And this is the secret ingredient. We call it tortillon. We used to have that in a lot of tavernes all over Quebec 20 years ago. It's like a fresh cheese, but it's very, very salty.
Oh, it's very long.
It's very, very long. And we will also use a little bit of a cottage cheese, okay?
I'm done with the bread.
So, mustard, cottage cheese, sausage, and pea soup. Then we have tortillon, looks like spaghetti, and Hugue is gonna melt it. And because, you know, they had a lot of salt in that cheese, you know, it's not melting, and it's normal. Isn't it beautiful? I love that recipe.
I would be really happy to have that watching a game.
That's gonna become the new Canadian hot dog. So let's eat.
Yeah, excellent. All right, bud. Delicious.
It's delicious. Wow.
It has to be messy.
Ah, fabulous.
We're going hunting. So I will need your key.
Here they are.
That's your key.
Yeah. That's the one, the nice blue one.
That's it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Love you. So we're going to Peter and Helene's country house, huh? They have a white-tailed deer on the land.
There's plenty, apparently.
And we go hunting with a crossbow, huh? No rifle, it's not the season.
For what I remember about the crossbow, it's difficult to evaluate the distance.
But we have a Louis Gagnon, who's a guide. And he's very famous. We're with Louis Gagnon, who's a guide, a white-tailed deer guide. And tell me how it's gonna be tonight.
I think we'll have some activities. I don't know if it will be close enough for your crossbow.
And am I going to be allowed to hunt with you guys?
The place tonight is pretty small, and I think we'll find another place for you.
That's it. Go without me.
You know, I'm not a real hunter. I don't hunt for a trophy. I want a good quality of meat. So now we will have to practice. Hi, Gus.
Hi, Martin.
We'll do something for the first time.
We'll make a haggis today.
Haggis. We do that because we love Peter McAuslan.
That's a Scottish recipe, and Peter's Scottish as well, so, you know,
yeah.
quick connection. Usually they make this recipe with like mutton, but
We decide, you know, to do a deer
haggis.
Yeah, a deer haggis. And because we're in Quebec, we decide to put some apple and some maple syrup to the recipe. So basically, it's everything.
They call that the pluck, because you really like, you know, pluck it out.
But how
from
do
the
you
animal.
call that?
The windpipe.
The
It has to be attached to the windpipe.
In the pluck, you will find the kidney, the liver,
The lungs,
the lungs, and
the heart, and the stomach. We're just gonna stuff it, tie it up, and cook it.
And the other product that we will put, it's not deer, it's beef. We call it suet.
Suet.
And we cannot use the fat of the deer because it tastes like the wax.
You'll
for
feel
your
like
mouth.
snacking out of a candle, you know? So we're gonna poach it. And Martin had this idea lately just to add like an aluminum pipe. And all the drippings and the impurities will drip from that pipe to this ball there. So we'll have the whole thing cleaned up.
And we will have to cook that for 2 hours.
It's really working, eh?
You know what, Hugue? I let you finish the recipe.
Yeah, you get to go, eh?
I get to go because there's a beautiful weather, you know, and I hope the hunt will be perfect. So good luck.
Ciao. Okay, I got my apples caramelizing. Next to it, my onion sweating out. I had a little maple syrup in my apples to caramelize them. And I'm grating nutmeg. Now the pluck's cooked. Just gonna take it out. Just gonna let it cool down. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start cutting the suet to make the stuffing. Okay, the haggis is almost ready. We get to toss everything together. This is the oatmeal roasted. We took that one from Peter's brewery. We stuff the stomach, and we'll have to poach it for another hour. So, ready.
Shit, I missed it. This is the backup. I'm very, very frustrated, and I'm very disappointed too. But that's part of life.
Well, I can understand you're disappointed, but it's really not a big deal. I mean, that wasn't an easy shot. 32, 33 yard when it's windy with low light like that. I saw a lot of hunter miss.
I think we did our best, so we can turn the page. And we can start with that.
We still have a perfect size dough to cook tomorrow. I mean,
You know, we're really lucky that one of our friends gave us that beautiful dough for as a backup. Now we can continue the recipe.
I'll do my best, sir. Sir. It's like a puzzle that we do from scratch. So we cut all the pieces, we will cook it, and we will build it again. And at the end, it should look like a deer, but maybe it's gonna be a bit abstract. So let's cook, and we'll see after how it goes. So now we're ready to put all the pieces in the pot and until everything's get cooked. So we have the haggis, the brain, we have the neck, the tongue, and the head. So we will do one each.
I'll take the small one. So we got to season the meat as fast as we can because we're gonna put it sous vide in Confit. And the best way we found is to shoot it with cartridge filled up with salt.
This is sea salt with ground pepper, coriander, rosemary, and garlic. Basically, you know, we put the piece of meat for sure, rosemary, some duck fat, because it's confit. We don't have to put that much, because it's vacuum pack. And that's it. The water will cook those two pieces. Now we have to wait, actually. We're just not able to see anything inside.
Oh!
Whoa! You can see the head. And I put some sauce, and I'm gonna baste the head with the barbecue sauce. I put it at 350 degree Fahrenheit. At the end, you know, the head will be perfectly shiny.
Martin?
Did you find the tongue?
Not yet.
For the tongue, we only have to peel it. It's gonna be very easy. We will use some butter. We will sear the tongue just a little bit, and we will deglaze it with vinegar. That's it, that's all. That's gonna be good. By the time it's reducing, we will do the brain. Put some flour all around the brain. And now we just have to sear them. There's a lot of butter, you know. I wish that I can put less, you know, but I cannot. So look how beautiful is it now, okay? It's very simple. We will put it inside the oven, and at the end, you know, we put some parsley, and that's it, that's all. For the neck, I know that looks a bit weird, but what I need is only the bone. And we will put some Carpaccio on the bone. Carpaccio! Carpaccio, usually, you know, they take tenderloin, they froze it, and they slice it very, very, very thin. That costs nothing, you know, and at the end you eat almost nothing. But it goes very well also to take a piece of meat. It's
From the leg, eh?
You will have the feeling of the meat inside your mouth, and for sure it costs more money, but at the end, you know, you will feel maybe more happy. And then, as garnish, we will add some lemon, zest of lemon with arugula. So we'll mix it with olive oil and Parmigiano. And we put arugula at the last minute.
This is a rack of deer. I'm just gonna brush it with a little olive oil. The meat's really lean, so it's gonna help it. And at last, I'm gonna stick little twigs of rosemary inside. Give more taste. I'm ready. Oh, I forgot something. I'm just gonna squeeze a lemon juice on top to add an extra flavor.
Wow, that smells nice.
Smells delicious.
I cannot lose that juice because we will need it for the sauce. For the shoulder and the shank and the haggis, it's gonna be the same sauce. It's a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 sauce recipe. 1/3 of tomato, 1/3 deer stock, and 1/3 juice. So everything's mixed. You need the zinzin. Zinzin. We're close to the end, you know. Follow us because at the end, believe me, it's gonna be something special, okay?
Hang in there, guys.
Yeah, won't be long. We build the deer. I'm very happy. It's something that I really want to do since a very, very long time, and it's more beautiful than I imagined. But it's the tradition in Scottish, huh?
Yeah. The Scottish people used to eat every part of the animals when they killed them. They weren't very wealthy people, so they made a mixture of oatmeal with the organ meats, like you described. And it's part of a tradition, and when Scots get together, it's part of the tradition to eat haggis.
And then
And they kill it.
no!
Oh, it's beautiful. There you have it. Thank you very much.
Cheers to that, guys.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Santé, hein?